This is a short video to introduce ISO 17025 accreditation. I will be talking about what ISO 17025 is, why a laboratory will want to be accredited, and the role of ISO 17025 accreditation bodies. ISO 17025 is an international standard that applies to laboratories that carry out tests and calibrations. It is a list of requirements that have to be met to show that they operate a management system, have the technical competency, and have the ability to generate valid results. The two main requirements for ISO 17025 are technical requirements and management requirements. The technical requirements deal with the methods, equipment, and staff used in the laboratory. Laboratories have to show that the methods they use are appropriate for their intended use. These include sampling, handling, storage, and preparation of items to be tested and calibrated. ISO 17025 requires that the methods to be used have to be either standard methods or laboratory developed methods that have undergone a validation process. The requirements also specify that the laboratory should also have all the appropriate equipment to carry out all the tests and or calibrations it performs. With regards to staff, the requirements are that all who operate specific equipment and carry out tests need to be competent. The management requirements require that a management system is in place that is appropriate to the scope of its activities. This includes quality control systems and documentation control and other management policies. A detailed listing of all the requirements is available to laboratories that want to be accredited. ISO 17025 is the basis for accreditation from an accreditation body. A laboratory that wants ISO 17025 accreditation invites an accreditation body to do an assessment of their organization. This involves sending a team of qualified assessors to carry out an assessment to see if the laboratory meets the ISO 17025 requirements. ISO 17025 accreditation is then given to the laboratory if all requirements are met. Obtaining ISO 17025 accreditation is a time-consuming and expensive process. Why would an organization go through all the trouble to be accredited? The next part of this video talks about the reasons why a laboratory will want to be ISO 17025 accredited. ISO 17025 gives a laboratory a formal recognition of competency. No matter how competent a laboratory is, accreditation indicates that an assessment by an external team was carried out. Accreditation is also an indication of quality, capability, and integrity. It shows to customers that the organization not only has the competence and ability, but it can also be trusted to provide valid and honest test and calibration results. This can be used as a form of marketing. Accredited laboratories are quick to flaunt their accreditation, and in most cases, customers will choose an accredited lab over a non-accredited lab. Another major advantage of accreditation is that tests and calibrations are recognized internationally. This means that an organization can provide testing to customers across the world, increasing the size of potential customers. ISO 17025 accreditation also requires that the laboratory continuously improve the effectiveness of its management system, and periodic checks are done to ensure that ISO 17025 requirements are continuously being met. This ensures that the laboratory is continuously improving in the services it can provide to its customers. Accreditation bodies. Accreditation bodies are accreditation authorities that issue accreditation to laboratories after an assessment. Accreditation bodies are staffed by qualified personnel that visit laboratories to determine if ISO 17025 requirements are met. There are many accreditation bodies around the world. The need for collaboration became important, and this was achieved by the forming of ILAC, the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation. ILAC is an international cooperation of laboratory and inspection accreditation bodies with the aim of increasing the use and acceptance of results from accredited laboratories, including the results from laboratories in other countries, as well as facilitating the acceptance of test, inspection, and calibration data accompanying goods across natural borders. This means that tests and calibrations carried out at laboratory accredited by a member of ILAC will be recognized globally. ILAC has accreditation bodies from more than 70 economies and regional organizations.